As AI continues to take over all industries, healthcare users who are not actually drawing on the power of digital technology to facilitate their healthcare needs are going to get left behind. We already know that the digital skills gap is just getting really, really big. And so, as a healthcare user, you have to think about it. What are you doing to actually limit this? What are you doing to utilize the power of healthcare digital technologies to improve your patient experience? Because if you're not doing this, what you're going to find is that you're going to have less access. It's going to be really inconvenient for you moving forward because everything is moving online. Your self-management support is going to start to disintegrate because you don't know how to access it on online platforms. Your support network is going to shrink because everyone's moving online. More and more advocacy groups are now actually based online, and so you need to be up to scratch with your digitalization to be able to harness the full power of healthcare in the 21st century. And so guys, in today's video we are going to be thinking about what we can do to actually improve patient experience when it comes to digital healthcare. Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Leading Health. Much appreciated. I love the fact that you guys are connecting, you're engaging, and you are exploring. It's always amazing to have you guys here with us. As you know, subscribe. We're making videos every week to try and inform and connect about all things healthcare. So there are lots of ways in which technology is actually improving patient experience. But today we are just going to explore 3 key ways which are linked to my own research. So as you know guys, I do a lot of research around healthcare digitalization and healthcare in general. And so I'm going to be exploring 3 of the ways that have emerged from my research as to how patients can utilize the power of digital technology to improve their experience. So from my research, guys, I know that, digitalization is really important for patients. I know it because during the pandemic, I had first-hand experience of the massive differences between a digitalized healthcare system and one that was not digitalized. So this was when I was flying around the world for research, for family engagements, and I said to myself, okay, something needs to be done about this. That was the motivation for me actually doing all of this research that I'm currently doing, looking into healthcare digitalization and seeing how we can use digital technologies to improve patient experience. It's something that really motivates me. And once I did my my research, the surveys indicated, both from healthcare workers and from patients, it indicated that, digital technology was seen across the board as a really important tool to improve experiences of healthcare users. I'm not just talking about private, but also public healthcare organizations. So this was really across the board. And remember guys, everyone is a healthcare user. You might not use it today, you might not use it tomorrow, but over your life, you are going to come into contact with a healthcare institution. And so harnessing the power of digitalization is really going to help improve your experience. So guys, let's get into the video and let's see some of the key points that came out of my research. So the first point was about access to information. From my research, I realized that healthcare users can use digital platforms to access a wealth of different, healthcare information, including reports from reputable sources, online medical journals. But what I found, to be really important was the fact that more and more people want to use mobile digital technology to access information. So digital platforms can actually help to educate members of the public, give you more information about your symptoms and help you to understand your condition before you even go to the hospital. And it is really about getting the right information though. from my research, one of the things that came out, which was a bit scary, was this notion that a lot of people, what they do is that they just ask family and friends. And mostly what you realize is that these family and friends know less than what you do about your condition. So digital technologies can be a sort of bridging gap. They can sort of help you get that information accurately and reliably. And, you can then think, okay, then this is the best place to go to get treatment. And I believe that digital technologies can really help people to understand healthcare in a more interactive way. And that is one of the key reasons why I created my new healthcare platform, is, really because I know that if we can get more people on board, they're going to be more educated, and we can start to shift that power balance away from, disinterested and sort of colluding healthcare organizations to patients who want the best quality care possible. The second point is about personal health records. So we know that, especially in developing economies, the healthcare system is quite disjointed. And so having digital technology can help you keep all your records in one place. It can really help with like storing of medical histories and lab reports and so forth and so on, vaccination certificates. There's a lot of paperwork, and sometimes it's spread across different organizations. Trying to find it, can be very difficult. And so we can harness digital technology to help us centralize it in one place. And I think that's really, really important. Having your records on your phone, makes things even easier for you, because it means that they're ready to go. Anywhere you are, your records are. And sometimes you don't know when you're going to need to get your medical history, right? You can't predict when you're going to be ill, but most of the times you'll have your phone with you. And so I think that harnessing, the technologies that we already have, most people have a smartphone. Using it means that you have your most important information 24/7, is ready to go, it's always available. And I think, that can sometimes be the difference between life and death. The third point is about online support and communities. So everyone, can sort of join online communities. I think is really important. One of the things that came out of my research was that there was a lack of, opportunities for people to join networking groups and patient advocacy groups. And so having online platforms provides you with this opportunity to engage, share your stories, share your experiences. Because when you're ill, you want to know how other people manage that condition. And so, having a platform that allows you to interconnect with people, I think is really important. From my research, we found that patient advocacy groups were, especially physical ones, they had lots of barriers associated with them. And so patients were looking for alternatives. And I think online platforms can remove some of those barriers. And actually, they can create that sort of ecosystem to cultivate effective patient advocacy, and also to create an environment where you can share. You can feel free to share your ideas, to share your thoughts, to share your lived experiences. And there's nothing more powerful than understanding and appreciating somebody else's lived experience, especially when it comes to healthcare. So don't wait until, you need an advocacy before you join one. Join now. So guys, those are just 3 ways that digital technology can actually improve patient experience. So we know that healthcare is changing, and so your ability to harness the power of digitalization, I think, is really, really important. So the challenge I have for you today is, what steps are you going to take to harness the full power of digital technology to improve your health this week? Think about as well how you're going to access your personal health data. Do you know where it is? Can you get access to it? Do you want to bring it into one place? I think that's a good idea. And finally, join a healthcare network group. There's so many of them online these days. My new platform is going to have a place where you can actually connect and interconnect. So I think, joining online platforms where you can share ideas and meet new amazing healthcare practitioners and patients is, a good idea. So guys, thank you always for watching. Thank you for interconnecting. Look forward to seeing you at the next episode. Stay connected.